more proof that the 10 tribes came to the Americas, which are the people of North, Central, and South America, excuse me, of Indian and Latino so-called descent. This is an excerpt from this week's edification dated it should be 5. It should be 5. It should be May 7th, 2022, the year of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai turning things up. It should be 5, which is May, not April. So I'm just going to let you blow this up. I'm going to let you listen. I hope you can hear it. I hope that the sound is good. So here we go.
You guys drinking that Red Bull? Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus says the Lord power concerning Edom. Who's in power right now? We have the right people. That's another lie that all the construct created in 1681. But there is nationality. There's a head right now, right? And they claim, they always claim that they, why, where are the biblical nations in the Bible? Where are they? They just evaporate on. Where are the Moabites? Where are the Moabites? Right. Where are the Ammonites? Where are the Ishmaelites? Hey, come on, man. They came out and they found 800 stones in Puerto Rico. Hey, they're doing flag in and then another type of rice. It was probably like some sort of messed up Hebrew, take that. When Christopher Columbus used about the Rome, every time I say I'm trying to say it. It's like no, that's all good. We went to the island of Puerto Rico, right? And you had Hebrew interpreters. Oh yeah, they don't tell you that. It is, man. So why would we have Hebrew interpreters? If you knew people that first of all he was a Jesuit priest, first of all for them, and he knew the people he was going to contact, what nationality they truly were. Yeah, and that's in the movie 1492. That was also put in the movie 1492. Conquest of Paradise, God, give us you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it says, well, you don't know the truth. Because for you to teach a lie, you got to know the truth. You can't teach a lie if you don't know the truth. The scriptures tell you about the serpent. The serpent is more wise and more subtle than any other beast in the Bible. That was a metaphor for the other nations. So who's the serpent? Esau. Hey, look, didn't you say the story? You need the sword on the screen. It said, I put a price attacking these are the Indians of America, Hebrew. Oh, like you didn't read something? It says, another one, when Native Americans, when I lived in West New York, I regularly walked past a large post with a Native American. I saw it connected to the Native Americans. There was much that of American tribes.
What about that book, The Lost Tribes and Promised Lands?
Yeah, well, I have that book.
Yeah. What's the author, so-called Scott? Ronald Sanders? Well, no, there was another one. There was talk about it. Yeah, but this. Yeah, oh. Okay, wow, look at that. Look,
I don't know, you know what page to go to? I think it's the page.
I'm gonna go to the contents first.
Yeah, believe me, you go to page 34.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we focus that observation.
Pastor Wilder sent us some earlier today. Remember? Yeah, some of the PDF was going to some good stuff. Yep, we're going to a lot of stuff. Universally, the second paragraph.
That's the one where it says from the most exact observation. Pastor, can you go quick, happening?
Oh, son.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
In the book, like, things he did, he lived around nothing else for like 40 years, I think it was, 20 years, but he lived around it and he said that some of the customs they had, reminded him more of the things. There's a connection right here. And maybe to the ritual dances, and also the outside. And you know, which is what's that? Transliteration. Corruption. Even if they're corrupted from state or lost. And that's what happened. Even like myself, you know, we speak Spanish, but we don't speak it as much, so it kind of it's corrupted, you know, we mess up words, you know, get words. Yeah, so, you know what, we can bring up, the book of Psalms.
Okay, the found it, the found it. It's page 14. Then as you go through it,
And by the way, this guy, James Adair, is actually the football father. It's for, yeah, it's for the neighborhood. County Entry Ireland. In North America.
okay, you can go to page 14, and then you can go to page 14. And then also here, you'll see what.
All right, so this is history of the American Indians by James Adair. You want me to tell us anything I said about? All right, so it says page 14. It is a very difficult thing to.
No, what did it ask you?
Okay. It says from the most exact observation I could make in the long time I traded among the Indian Americans, I was forced to believe that lineage descended from the Israelites, either while they were a maritime power or soon after the general captivity. The latter half is the most probable. This descent I shall endeavor to prove from their religious rites, civil and marital customs, their marriages, funeral ceremonies, manners, language. Is that marital or I'm sorry, martial customs. Martial customs. That's dealing with keeping his laws, right? Martial customs, talking about war. Oh, war. Martial customs, no. Their marriages, funeral ceremonies, manners, language, traditions, and a variety of particulars, which will at the same time make the reader thoroughly acquainted with nations of which it may be said to this day very little has been known. Yeah, very little has been known. Because that's part of the secret. It cannot be reckoned among the Gentiles. There's a scripture which speaks about Israel being by hidden. And this is written by hidden, meaning their nationality has been hidden. Until now, the Lord is using us, prophets, to proclaim this information to the real Israelites. What happened to them, why they went into captivity, and what's their future. So, matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Yep, so that's called Psalm 83. Because that's what this devil being the wicked, that's what he has done. He's hidden our people from their true nationality. Right. Giving us these corporate names, Black, West Indian, Puerto Rican, like the color of Mexican, you know? And it's right here, the book of Psalm 83. I'll start the first verse. It says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And when you read go down in the chapter, it tells you the enemies are. It names it. It starts off with the tabernacles of Peter. That's the people ruling today, the so-called white people. It's not for the Columbus when Hebrew interpreted to America. The first thing that pops up is Louis A. Torres. You mentioned that name. Died in 1493. Christopher Columbus, interpreter on his first voyage to America. A Torres was a converso, apparently born Joseph Ben Ali, obviously the so-called Jew. Could be real day. How chosen by Columbus for his what? His knowledge of Hebrew, Chaldaic, and Arabic, which is number Hebrew. Chaldaic and Hebrew. Yeah, right. So why is it Hebrew interpreter not right? Why is it Hebrew interpreter not somebody else first in the language of Swahili? Right. Because they knew. They knew that the Israelites over there. Yeah. And they knew that those people spoke Hebrew, yes, because he said Ezra was one of his authorities that he claimed, that he knew the existence of his faith because of that. Ezra tells us about how the 10 tribes came to a place where never mankind dwelt. Because somebody on the comment board put a comment that said that, well, it says it can't be America because it said that it will be a place where no man ever stepped. I said, no, where no man ever dwelt, meaning lived, they never colonized. They never said nothing about stepping. Yeah, because King Solomon, he had made the expedition ships, and they were made up of Canaanites. Canaanites, and they would come here to the Americans to get wood and spices and stuff like that. It's not the animals. That's our first king. Not. I think did you get that? Okay. First Kings chapter 9. There's another place too. That's why she was. but they didn't dwell there. They would just come there, get what they need.
Just like Esau told himself going to the moon. They dwell, they stepped foot on the moon. Did they dwell in the moon? On the moon? No.
Which they never went to.
That's another big lie of Esau.
That's why my man was so nervous. The guy set up the stage for the meeting, the director, and the group was on there. He knew it was all BS. And when they said that towards the latter part of his life, he always carried a double gate shot. We were coming from, finally they got him. You know, after he did the movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, which he revealed too much to this house. That's it.
Hey, so what, you mentioned, first Kings 9:26?
No, I think it's gonna be 25.
Okay, so, yeah, go ahead and read that.
All right, First
And
Kings,
then you can read, first Kings 20.
this is First Kings, chapter 9, verse 25. It says, "And 3 times in a year did Solomon offer burnt offerings and peace offerings upon the altar, which he built unto the Lord. And he burnt incense upon the altar that was before the Lord, so he finished the house. And King Solomon made a navy of ships in Ezion Geber, which is beside Elah, on the shore of the Red Sea in the land of Edom. And Hiram sent in the navy his servants, stripmen that had knowledge of the sea, with the servants of Solomon. And they came to Ophir and fetched from thence gold 420 talents.
And over, bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. I used to hold this.
Ophir.
Okay, it's about how that, it says, the whole fair America. Okay, so the whole first Wikipedia, America. Ophir is a part of or region mentioned in the Bible, famous for its wealth. In Solomon, cargo from Ophir every 3 years. So you read something there, right?
Yep.
We read it again.
All right, verse 26. I'm sorry, that was verse 28. First Kings 9:28. And they came to Ophir, and fetched from thence gold 420 talents, and brought it to King Solomon.
The public is ready. So the Indians who came from Ophir prophesied and natural history in early modern Brazil. And you know what Brazil means, right? The word Brazil. People were about the time. And this is the spirit of the moon going to this.
Right.
Yeah, in the book Lost Time, Tom Clan is in that, it's in the room from there. I could look for it. It said that he talked to one of the tribes, and he said, Reuben is down here, or Joseph is over here, you know, pointing it out, you know.
Yeah, I believe that was in Peru somewhere.
But what's it called?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right,
I think you have to, then you say First Kings 22, verse 48.
Yeah,
You read that? Yeah.
I didn't read that yet.
Okay. Okay, you read that, the first Kings 9, verse
Right.
5 to 26,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right there.
You read 26?
We went down to
Okay, now you can go, the first Kings 22, verse 48. Hey, one chapter, top verse,
yeah,
48.
okay. So First Kings chapter 22, verse 48, it says, Jehoshaphat made ships of Tarshish to go to Ophir for gold, but they went not, for the ships were broken at Ezion Geber. Then said Ahaziah the son of Ahab unto Jehoshaphat, let my servants go with thy servants in the ships, but Jehoshaphat would not.
And there's another one, First Kings 10, 6, I think you know, I think you mentioned Tarshish,
Right, Tarshish is
Spain.
what's wrong? It says starting in First Kings 10. First Kings chapter 10, verse 21, it says, and all King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold. None were of silver. It was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon. For the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold and silver, ivory and apes and peacocks.
Yeah, from the Americans.
Yeah.
From Ophir.
Yeah, funny. I'm sorry. No, what I was gonna say is that like South America is known, like like Brazil, the rainforest, they're known for having those peacocks. And I thought about it with them, like you think about North America, yeah, you probably get like turkeys and stuff like that. But as far as exotic creatures go, it'll be more like a ticket from Brazil,
And if I'm not
in the
mistaken, when
Amazon.
you look at the word peacock, it goes to the word turkey, speaks about the Pablo turkey. And the turkeys, I believe they're native to North America. I'm not sure if they're native to the whole of the Americas, or to North America. They were bringing this stuff back because they didn't have those.
One time that was supposed to be the bird that represents America, the turkey. Right. It ended up with eagle. Now that's according to a lot of the prophets. That's according to a lot of prophecy.
That was it. So I got this page 44 back in history of the American Indian. I believe this is the part you want to write about. So it says what in Hebrew, Allah signifies a prayer or a religious invocation derived from Allah to pray to or invoke the deity. This word invoke the deity as a way of being name. And a strong resemblance thereof when the Indians are performing their sacred dance with the eagle's tail and with great earnestness invoking Jehovah to bless them with success and prosperity. In the name of the Lord and strong tower, the right in front of them. Saleh signifies waving or invoking. By waving, ish Saleh, you wave Saleh Ka, wave you Afal Late, I wave Afal Telas, I will wave, and some Samotis seem to have borrowed the note Afala from the aforesaid Hebrew word of friend. Singing to or invoking Elohim or Elohim. Fa'al, to work, is evidently drawn from the former Hebrew word, which signifies to invoke and probably to wave the feathers of the cherubic eagle before Yehovah. So those three vowel sounds, Yehovah is the name of the Most High, Yahweh. That's why even in English it says Jehovah, which is close to the Most High name, and God is invoking the name Yehovah, which is really Yahweh.
The greatest part of the Levitical method of worshiping consisted in laborious mechanical exercises, much after the Indian manner.
I got a
All
little,
this information from now.
Pastor, I got a little excerpt from Sunday, Pastor Ronald Sunday. And, they bring out some stuff, because they even include Issachar, you know? If I may.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, so, the name of the thing is from a book written by, an author by the name of Jenkins R. Timothy. And the name of the book is The 10 Tribes of Israel, and then it had said something about like the history of it or something. I can't get the full thing. And so they did this. This is, it says, this is page 14, it says ancient antiquity. It says, let me see, the Reverend W.M. Smith, a Presbyterian minister among the Indians who has finished a translation of the New Testament in the Mohegan language, told the writer that he had for years labored to make a paradigm of the Mohegan verb. At length, it struck me that it was cast in the Hebrew mold, and I made this one, which I will show you. It was printed on a large sheet, and any Hebrew scholar would at once recognize the suffixes and affixes of the Hebrew Bible. At the time the writer heard this, Mr. Smith was in Albany, superintending the publication of the Mohegan Testament. Several years before that, the writer of this article had seen a grammar of the Chilean language, and the verb was cast in that Hebrew mold. No,
Chilean, the brother, the beloved, over the top.
Yeah.
No, him, personally.
It says, no Hebrew scholar could doubt this. It may be said that Chile is South America. Very true. But let it be remembered on our side that Hebrew immigrants had been in America 500 years before the state Christ. Yeah. It said, and of course, the Mexicans are descendants of the Hebrews.
No.
You don't say it. You don't say it.
Is that it?
No, it's more. It says, if it be true that the Chileans are, if it be true that the Chileans are, it says Judge Breckenridge, who was secretary of the, white man, who was secretary of the legation to Mexico, told the writer that the language of the Mexicans was a very jingling language, a great many consonants and few vowels, in that it resembles the language of the Tartars. Their usage indicates the same thing. First, they have a long festival in spring, the time of year the Jews keep their Passover. That's why they eat. Yeah.
But the Pope hates that the Edomites, the Edomites not white, but they're not black.
It said, second, many of the Indians, especially those of Western Pennsylvania, 70 years ago, did not eat of the, see, I don't know, it says, did not eat of the sinew that shrank. That shrank.
The angel wrestled with a snake wrestled with
Okay. It says third, they make a tent. Thigh, breast, and wings. Yeah. It says. It says third, they make a tent and enter that tent to purify themselves. So, yep, piece of tent. Six, one tribe at least has a box in which is a copy of the parchment which they keep most sacred. The writer had from Mr. Shannon a
Wait a minute, even the Apostle Paul told them, Wichita, bring the parchment.
but especially the parchments.
Especially the parchment. Back
Mhm.
back then, we didn't have, computers and phones and that.
Right.
Yeah, the parchment, scrolls. Good.
All right, it says, this the writer had from Mr. Shannon, a very respectable gentleman, who said that after great persuasion, he showed it.
So I'm gonna close it on this, but I mean, you can, there's a lot of information on which confirms, backs up that the people over here in the Americas, before Judah, Benjamin, Levi got to this side of the world, that the Israelites are already here, and the people of Indian and so-called Latino descent, when Columbus and then the conquistadors, the Spanish, came over, they encountered the Israelites. These were the 10 tribes, as they call the 10 tribes. It was really, Dan was, I would guess, mingled among them. There's a big controversy on Dan. That I can do that on another lesson. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.